All right, this week you will be learning more about performance appraisals from the material I've asked you to read in the textbook. This should be a great reminder of what you discussed with the HR professional during the past 2 weeks. So as you're reading through the textbook, think about these 3 questions below. Also, what did you learn? Let's go over some of the things that you learned from the HR professionals you interviewed. Brad shared that at Train they use a sophisticated software program to manage and track their employees, and they have, just in the La Crosse area, almost 2,000 employees. Tammy shared that at Royal Bank they use the trait system method, which includes a self-performance evaluation. I think you will find that a lot of organizations use a self-performance type of an evaluation, and think about that in terms of when you're in school if you are given an assignment and maybe they ask you to grade yourself on it. Really kind of a similar situation. Chelsea shared that at Fleece Insurance they use a combination of performance appraisal methods, and I feel that that is probably the case at a lot of organizations. Now remember, really small organizations may not even have any type of a performance appraisal in place, and they really aren't required to, but think of the consequences of not doing that. So as you read or perhaps reread Chapter 7 in your textbook, think about where the organization you interviewed fits into the information provided. Take time to read the Word document that I've included with the PowerPoint slides that shares the types of methods as well as the problems in performance appraisals. With all of this information, reflect back on the performance appraisals you have been given or heard about. The key takeaways, based on my experience in HR, is that you want to have a good job description in place first, prior to any appraisal. You want to share that job description with the individual, and you want them to be aware of the potential problems that can occur when conducting a performance appraisal. Many of you indicated that the perception of the employees was that the performance appraisal was connected to a raise or dollar amounts. While this may be the case, it is recommended by many to not connect the two. Why? Well, according to one article from Harvard Business Review, it can create a blame-oriented culture. Employees can work against each other, and they are less likely to be honest about what is going on, and it also discourages cooperative problem solving, which is really important in this day and age when things are changing so quickly. So think about this as you participate in the simulation and make weekly special decisions. Also, think about the 3 questions I posed to you once again on this slide as you read through the material and see if you can come up with answers to it. So for the simulation, just a couple of reminders. Each team should have a finalizer. The finalizer needs to submit the final decision for the group. I see that a couple of you have already completed the first week's decisions. Good for you. And just a reminder, these are all due Monday by 11:59 p.m. Also, there are worksheets that need to be submitted in Blackboard. There is only one person from the team that needs to submit those. And to utilize the resources found in that simulation resources folder that's at the top of the assignments tab in Blackboard. There is a reflection that each of you have to do, and that is to help me understand if you are having any issues with the simulation or things that are going on. But each of you individually have to submit a journal entry for the simulation as well. Just a reminder that each week there will be a special decision. This week it is on job analysis. You are going to be given multiple choices. I would highly recommend that you think through the consequences of your decision because you will not know what that outcome is until the following week. Also know that the outcomes vary depending upon your decision and you cannot redo a decision, so choose carefully. I will send out a link for Blackboard Ultra session to be held on Wednesday, June 28th from 12 noon to 1 p.m. to answer any questions regarding the simulation or anything else that you may have. Have a great week.